Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new. For those of you that are new, my name is Anna and this is At Home with Anna. So today we have 30 minutes of jam-packed, 35 minutes actually, of jam-packed cleaning motivation, laundry motivation, and just some motivation to help get you moving today and get your house in order. Once a week on my channel, I like to share a cleaning motivational video with you guys, and I am sharing with you my daily routine. So you will see that I started off with a load of laundry, and I like to do that every day. My bed is made because I will not sit in that chair and do my Bible study staring at a made bed. So that is the first thing that I do every morning. And right now I'm just folding and putting away some clothes that were left out from yesterday, and then my cozy clothes that I get dressed in the morning while I do my Bible study and have my coffee. So this is a great way to get your day started. Put a load of laundry in and make your bed, and that will just kick off your day, and you guys will be motivated to do so much more. Now, I'm using Mrs. Meyer's on everything today. I am addicted to the smell. It is the basil, and I love it. I love the way it smells. So I picked it up. I was doing some wiping down in the front room earlier because I had spilled some coffee, and so I sprayed it, and it smells so good. So I'm using that today. I usually use Pledge, Endust, or Good for Wood on my dusting, like all the areas that I dust, but I decided to just use one product today, and it's just fine. It works just fine for me. I don't typically do a wet dust on a daily basis. I will go through with my Swiffer and just kind of remove everything. But on the days where the dust is really heavy, and it was really heavy today, I do not know why. I should give you guys a closer look at the dust because the camera does not pick it up. But I tell you what, it's something that I'm fighting with on a daily basis, but this furniture shows everything, kind of like dark hardwood floors. I used to have those in my home back in California, and it was a nightmare to keep the dust off of the floor. And so the furniture is kind of the same thing. You see it no matter what. I mean, I can dust in the morning, and by the afternoon, you can see dust on the furniture. So it is what it is, but I'm just going to get all the surfaces wiped down. I'm going to vacuum, and today I'm dusting baseboards. Now, I have mentioned before that I do have daily tasks that I do to keep my house neat and organized and clean. And when I have other things on my list to do, I make sure to write that stuff down. Now, I'm not showing you my to-do list, but as I'm thinking of it, I'm writing it down, and I'm saying, okay, I got to get to this, I got to get to that. So aside from my regular cleaning routine on a daily basis, and it looks different every day, and we'll get to that in just a minute, I have extra tasks that I like to do. So today it is the baseboards. I'm dusting the baseboards of every area that I'm cleaning. And I am going to clean the dishwasher filter out, and I'm going to descale the Keurig. So I like to add 1 to 3 things a week to my list of daily cleaning. And this is how I keep my house neat, organized, and clean so that I don't have a overwhelming day of having to clean. So if I were to say I want to have a party or a barbecue or gathering or a dinner party or what have you this weekend, I would not have to go through my entire house and clean it because I make sure that I do these tasks weekly. So if you are somebody who needs help with that or needs motivation for that, kind of think of it as, I don't even know how to explain it. I just don't. I mean, it's fairly simple. You have your usual things that you do. You make your bed. And I make my bed every single day without fail. And, you wash the dishes, you make sure your kitchen's clean, and you make sure your bathroom's clean, especially your powder room. So in case anybody comes over and they need to use the restroom, you want to make sure your powder room's clean. So those, and the living room is kept up. Those are things that I consider, everyday tasks. So, and the kitchen, I vacuum that pretty much regularly, just because I'm in there all the time and stuff drops on the floor and, that kind of thing. I don't vacuum the entire house every day, but I do, I don't know, maybe 3 times a week. And, and it also depends on if I'm entertaining or, what activities are happening in the house. But if it's just me, it's just really maintenance cleaning for me. But I like to add the 3 extra things. So while I'm thinking of those things, I'm writing them down on a piece of paper so that when I go to do my housework, I don't forget that those are the things I want to do. It's also a brain dump too, because, those kind of things keep me up at night. I don't know why. I think and I overthink things and, whatever. I'm a woman. I've got a woman's brain, and that's just kind of how it works. But, not that I lose sleep over it. I'm not losing sleep over the fact that my dishwasher filter is not clean, of course. But when you are constantly adding things to your to-do list and your brain, and you forget about them, your brain is full. And we don't realize that until we do a brain dump. And when you do a brain dump, you sleep so well at night. And I've heard this on numerous occasions, to keep a pad of paper and a pen next to your bed at night, so that if you are somebody who has things to do, more important things to do, obviously, like, renew my DMV tags or pay my taxes or, those important things. And, you have certain dates you're going to do that on, and it's in your head. It doesn't go away. It's always in your head. But if those things are keeping you up at night, because you don't want to forget, or they're super important date, a birthday or that kind of thing, it's super helpful to jot it down on a piece of paper and know that it's there. It's on the paper. You're not going to forget about it. That's your brain dump. It's there. And it just really helps to get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. And so that's kind of the way I look at my housework as well. So in order for me to keep a well-maintained home, I like to write down those extra things, not the obvious things, but the extra things. So I hope you guys are following along. I've tried to explain this on numerous occasions, but I still get questions, So I'm not this ultra super clean person, even though I say that I do housework every day, and I do. There are still areas of my home that I'm not in the mood to do, or I forget about. And you guys will see one of those areas coming up here in the video. But, like for instance, I'm in the bathroom right now. Do I wipe all of this stuff down on a daily basis? No, I do not. But today is the day that I'm doing it. And I save the days that I do it for filming, because obviously I want to share that motivation with you guys. But on a daily basis, I brush my teeth, I do my hair, I get ready, take my shower. So I make sure that my sink is clean and, that I don't have any water spots on my mirror, and that kind of thing. But I certainly don't do the whole vanity when there's nobody else using the other side during the week. And I don't scrub my shower every day, and I don't scrub, or rinse down, I should say, my tub, that kind of thing. So, but I will keep my side of the vanity clean, because that is what I use on a daily basis. Also, the rugs, if I feel like the rugs need to be shook out, I'll do that. I'll take them outside and shake them, bring them back in, that kind of thing. So, my housework looks different every day, but I'm always doing something. And, I know that it's important to not always spend your day cleaning, but listen, I'm an empty nester and my husband works out of town a lot. So when I'm alone, I don't see any other reason why I shouldn't be doing housework. It satisfies me. It makes me feel good. And, it's just something that, is good for me as far as a routine goes. I have to have a routine. If I don't have a routine, then, I'm out spending money that I shouldn't, I don't feel productive, and it's not good to not feel productive. So anyways, we live in this house, the house gets dirty, and it needs to be cleaned. The toilets, I probably do the toilets pretty often. I read this thing years ago and it just stuck with me. And it was not a ton of years ago, maybe like 3-4 years ago. And I forgot who it is. One of you guys are going to know exactly who I'm talking about. It's a blog, and a lot of people try and mimic her cleaning schedule. I can't for the life of me think of what that is called right now, but a lot of videos have been put out on people trying to mimicking her cleaning, like what she says you should be doing on a daily basis. One of those things was the toilets. Now, I use this toilet every day, and the powder room toilet every day. And so obviously I'm going to make sure that these two toilets are clean all of the time. So, but who is that? Who is that? Gosh, anyways, but I don't follow other people's routines. So like I'm sharing my routine with you, but my routine may not fit your schedule. You have a different life than I do. You know, you have maybe different commitments, or maybe you're, different people living at your home. And so what I'm sharing with you is not going to work for, what works for me is not going to work for you, obviously. So hopefully the tips that I share with you guys, you'll be able to fit somewhere into your schedule, because I am sharing a cleaning video, and I'm assuming everybody who watches my cleaning video enjoys watching my cleaning video just to watch, or you're watching it to get motivated, or both. And so I'm hoping that I'm giving you information that you can use, that my video is valuable to you. So now this wand that I have, the Swiffer wand, is a tip that I can share with you, especially us older women who don't like to get down on our hands and knees or bend over too much. I use this for dusting my baseboards throughout the house. It is a quick, easy way to get your dust boards clean. And you can do this daily, weekly, whenever it is you want to do it. But let me tell you what, it was a game changer when I found that long wand. And I got mine at Walmart. And you just attach the Swiffers for, I think it's meant to do like ceiling fans and lighting fixtures and all of that. But shoot, it works perfectly on baseboards. I don't have to bend over, and I can just run that thing along the side and it picks up everything. Now I do a deeper baseboard clean probably about once every, I don't know, maybe a month or 2 months. I don't feel like I do it a lot, but the corners get nasty, and the Swiffer doesn't pick up the corners. So sometimes I'll do the Swiffer and I'll take a rag with me and I'll just get the corners, that kind of thing. So it always looks different, but that is a great tip for you guys who hate to do baseboards and you want an easier way to do that. The Swiffer with the long wand is a perfect solution for that. It also helps to get everything out from underneath furniture. And so I am somebody who moves my furniture at least once a month and vacuums underneath it. So on the times that I'm not moving furniture, I am using the Swiffer. And it's so important to move your furniture, right? And vacuum underneath it. It's something that, I think a lot of people forget. And so I like to, make sure to do that. Now the bed, I do it on the weekends, usually when Ernie's home, because I need his help. But I will have him help me take the mattress and the box springs off. I'll vacuum underneath the bed and get the baseboard behind there. I can scooch the mattress and the box springs away and get the baseboard, but I need to know that it's been vacuumed underneath, and my vacuum doesn't lay down and get underneath. I wish it did, but it doesn't. But it does a great job. I love my vacuum. It's the Shark Upright, and I love it so much. What is it? Shark Upright? No, it's Lift Away. The Shark Lift Away, and I love it. I love this vacuum. So anyways, I'm tackling, just regular housekeeping. The bookshelves was something that is not on my regular housekeeping list. It is something extra that I wanted to get to because it was feeling a little cluttered for me. And so I wanted to make sure to kind of declutter that. So I moved some things around. And you'll see in the final shots, I'm going to give you guys some satisfying final shots of a beautifully cleaned home. But you'll see that I decluttered it and while I was dusting. But as I move from area to area, I'm making sure to get the baseboards done and I'm vacuuming. When you live in an open concept home, you can see that it could be overwhelming as far as doing the floors. So when I mop, sometimes actually I have the energy and I'm just like, yeah, let's get it done. And I will get my O-Seeder out and I will get the whole house clean, get the whole house vacuumed, and then I'll get that O-Seeder and I will finish the day off with mopping the entire floor. But that is not what was happening today. On today's video, I am just doing what I do typically, and that is to vacuum and get the baseboards done in the areas that I'm working in. So I don't feel overwhelmed to get the baseboards done in the entire house all at once. So it just makes sense when you have an open concept because it can be overwhelming, you know, to think, oh, I've got to vacuum this whole space and I've got to mop this whole space. And that's the beauty of having a vac mop, even though I don't like to use that because especially when I'm not in the mood to clean it, because it's got to be cleaned thoroughly after I'm done using it, but it does such a fantastic job. So I'm just vacuuming each area. You can see I just did the dining room, so I'm just going to get this area all vacuumed up and I'm leave it at that because it makes more sense to me to just do the areas that I'm working in. So when I walk away from that area, it is completely done and I don't have to think twice about it. So hopefully my tips that I share with you guys, come in handy and you guys are enjoying that. So I want to know what you guys think about the coffee bar. I love my coffee bar. It is exactly the way I envisioned it. And it took me a minute to find that darn wallpaper, but once I landed on it, it spoke to me. I knew that I had to have it. So it was really a really fun project. Ernie and I are still married. We didn't get divorced. You know what I mean when I'm talking to you about a husband and wife doing a project together, especially when you both have your own opinions on how it should be done. Oh my gosh, we got so frustrated with each other just in that little room. Could you imagine? I told him, I promise I won't make you do wallpaper again. I will hire out the next area that I decide to do. Here's my little seating area with my $17 and half off little thrifted chair that I created here in the dining room, and I just love that little area. And so now I'm moving into the kitchen and just taking care of, the usual stuff that needs to be taken care of in the kitchen. I don't have much. There was that glass that I put in the dishwasher and I forgot that I had ran the dishwasher on this morning because my intention was to clean the filter of the dishwasher. Now I typically don't run the dishwasher in the morning. I run it at night and sometimes every other day because I'm here by myself. I don't have that many dishes. And obviously, if I don't have that many dishes, usually I'm washing dishes by hand. But on this particular day, I had some pots and pans and stuff, and I had washed the dishes because I wanted to get to the filter, and I put that glass in there. And later, you'll see that I take it out and wash it by hand. We're also going to descale the Keurig. Now, I have a slim Keurig, and it doesn't have a descale button. And so I got it and we used it all last season, and then I put it away and brought out my black one for fall and winter for more moodier feel. And I just brought out the white one. But when I put it away last year, it was saying descale, descale, descale. And I could not for the life of me figure out how to descale that darn thing. So I got smart. And on this day, I searched a video, and of course, you can find everything on YouTube. So I found a YouTube video that told me how to descale it. So I was so happy to find that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I would have never figured it out. So if you have one of these, and you have not had to descale it yet, pay attention. So you're going to see here that I think I can do it, with the power on. And I always use vinegar, by the way. I don't use descaling solution. And you're going to see I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to go get my phone. I'm going to look at the video. And sure enough, you do not turn the power on. You just hit the 8 and 12 ounce, hold those down until the descale stops flashing. And then you go ahead and you hit the K, and it starts descaling for you. Now I have my Pyrex measuring cup in there, and I'm so bummed. I poured that out, I think the third time, and I went to go rinse it out, and I hit it with cold water, and the bottom popped off, so I broke it, darn it. So I had to change over to a stainless steel bowl to finish descaling. So you're going to see me wash that and that glass that I put in the dishwasher before I get to the filter. But if you know somebody that has a skinny Keurig and they don't know how to descale it, if they haven't figured it out, let them know. This is how you do it, because it was driving me insane. That descale just kept hitting, like lighting up. And last year, I remember my son and daughter-in-law saying, "Mom, your machine is saying descale." And I'm like, "I know, I can't figure out how to do it." And I put it away for the season, for fall and winter, just assuming that I would get to it this year. But here is why you need to clean your dishwasher filter if you have not done that in a while or ever. This is how I take mine apart. I had to figure it out. This is the first time I'm doing it in a year that we've lived here. But they're all pretty similar and simple to take apart. You'll just have to figure yours out. But just like the filter for the fan in your hood above your stove, that needs to be cleaned on a regular basis and degreased. Your filter in your dishwasher needs to be cleaned. We have filters for everything, right? We need to clean everything. So it's always so satisfying to know. And so after I get this all washed and put back together, I take vinegar and I literally just open up the container and I throw a bunch in there, and then I put it on the sanitize clean cycle. And I don't know if yours has that, mine does. And I just run a sanitize and clean cycle, and then my dishwasher is nice and clean. It makes me feel really good. So this is how you take care of your appliances, and hopefully with this kind of care and treatment, they will last a lot longer. So we're just going to go ahead and take care of that. But you can see here I'm just tossing in the vinegar. I don't measure. I would say if I had to measure, I would say I probably put about a cup, maybe a cup and a half. I don't know. I just pour it in there. And it doesn't smell like vinegar when I'm done either, or when it's done going through the cycle. It doesn't smell like it at all. So now that the Keurig is all descaled, I'm going to go ahead and wash off rinse out the container, wash off the little place where the cup goes, and fill it back up with some good water and get that put in its spot. And then I'm going to show you a trick with the sponge. And I'm not sure, when I was doing it, I'm like, have I showed them this before? I can't even remember. I probably have a couple times, but I don't replace my sponge that often unless it gets really gross. And what I mean by gross is like if you've washed something, and it sticks to the abrasive side, you know what I'm talking about, like the black stuff, then I'll throw it away. But typically I just toss it in the microwave 1 or 2 times a day for just like 3 to 5 seconds just to kill the bacteria, and I put it in my little dish to dry. I especially do this when we're going to go on vacation or out of town. Because I don't want it to be smelly and nasty, and I don't want to throw it away. I hate wasting money, and I hate wasting good things. So now I'm just taking a damp cloth, a damp microfiber cloth, no product, and just going over a couple of the surfaces in my family room, and I'm fluffing up the pillows. I tend to do this pretty often throughout the day. Not on this sofa that I'm doing now because I don't sit there, but the one facing the TV, I sit there. And so I like the pillows to always look fresh and plumped up and fluffy. And so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. And we're going to vacuum in here. And I know it seems kind of, it's something that I do because the cushions move and makes it uncomfortable, first of all, to sit on. But I like to look at a pretty house. And when the pillows are disheveled, it doesn't look pretty to me. So now I'm just going around the edges and getting the baseboards dusted. I do the baseboards, obviously, before I vacuum. And it's always amazing to me how much dust collects, because I do this pretty often. So it always is amazing to me how dusty. And I'm telling you, Ernie keeps the filters changed, and I don't have windows open right now. So it's amazing to me how much dust collects. Ernie had got the chandelier in the family room a couple weeks ago. So that was nice that he took care of that. But I was talking to my girlfriend, and she has the same model as me down the street. And I was like, I wonder how much dust is up on top of those beams. So yeah, we're going to have to get the ladder out. Oh, the real tall ladder, and check that out. But I think those are like 12 or 14 foot ceilings. I can't remember, but they're pretty high up there. So, I'm sure there's plenty of dust collected on the top of those beams, especially after a year. It's amazing, right? How much dust gets collected. Now, we're moving into the guest bathroom. Now, the guest bathroom I keep clean. This is something that I probably do on a daily basis. And I say probably because I'm sure it's a hit or miss. Some days I don't feel like I need to do it, but I make sure the toilet's clean. I make sure the sink is clean. There's no spots on the mirror. There's a fresh towel in there. The toilet paper is filled up. The trash is empty. And that it's vacuumed and the floor is clean. This is an area of the home that I like to make sure is super clean, because, the guests use it and you walk by it when you walk into my home. I have a question for you guys. I was at my sister's house, and this is probably a year or so, maybe longer. And she, just out of the blue, said to me and another sister, toilet seat up or down? And I thought about it, and I thought, well, down. And then she said, I can't stand going into somebody's bathroom and the toilet seat is up. She's a very opinionated sister, more opinionated than I am, actually, which is shocking. And so I thought really hard, right? Because I wanted to clap back, because, that's what sisters do. And I wanted to think really hard about a time that I went to her house and the toilet seat was not down. But ever since we had that conversation, I feel like I'm always putting the toilet seat down. Now, maybe I didn't in this video. I can't remember. I don't do it all the time, but I feel like it's something that's always on my mind when I'm in the bathroom. Put the toilet seat down. Put the toilet seat down. It is something that I do before guests come over, though. I will go into this powder room and my bathroom, because if we have a lot of people over, my bathroom is downstairs, as is this one, so I feel like they both get used. So I will make sure that the toilet seat is down, so it's so funny. But I'm finally cleaning my little cubby out with the winter coat, and I took my basket with my beanie and my scarf, and rearranging the shoes here and cleaning this little area up. The basket hasn't been moved all winter, and you're going to see here in a minute how dirty it gets, because we're putting shoes in and out, and of course dust, right? So this is the hidden dirt in my house, and I'm telling you, whether you believe me or not, this hidden dirt, it holds on to odor, and it can make a house smell musty. So that is why I'm always moving furniture and, moving things to make sure that I'm getting this as much as possible. My house isn't completely dust-free, all the areas every day of my life, obviously. That would be obnoxious, right? If I did that on a daily basis. And a lot of hard work. I probably did, though. I'll be quite honest with you. I probably did this like in my 20s and 30s when I had a ton of energy. I was, the cleaning machine, and I felt like I was constantly cleaning. However, looking back now, I do tell my daughter-in-laws that I wish I would have sat on the floor and played with my kids more. That is one of my regrets as a mom, but I was a young mom, so I was trying really hard to prove that I could do it all, right? Keep a clean house, keep clean kids, keep them fed and clothed, and cook good meals. It was I don't know, not a competition. It was, I felt like I had to prove to people that I could do it because I was a young mom. You know, I got a lot of people that didn't believe that, you know, that I was going to be able to do it, that Ernie and I were going to make it, you know, that kind of thing. So it was really important to me to make sure that I did it all. And, you know, as a young mom, what do you know? You know, 2020 vision is always, when you look, hindsight is always 2020, right? You always look back. And so I always tell my boys, I wish I would have sat on the floor and played with you more often, you know, when you were little, but I was too busy trying to do it all. But anyways, nowadays, you know, I have spaces like this that get dirty and stay dirty until I remember and I put them on the list. But that little cubby had been bothering me for quite some time. But as you can see, I'm doing the same thing. I'm vacuuming the area, and you see some wreaths and a picture back there. I brought those down when I was upstairs one day because I'm going to be getting to my spring front porch here real soon. And so I brought those down so they're sitting there. I don't know what wreath I'm going to use or what have you, but that'll be a video coming up soon. I'm excited to add color to the gardens. I cannot wait. Once I'm committed to doing laundry, I'm committed to doing laundry. I put the hamper, I'm going to get a prettier hamper though, because, you know, I don't like the way it looks, that white one. But once I commit to doing laundry, I commit doing laundry. Once I put my hamper in the laundry room, I have been on a roll. Once I get a load going, I do not stop until the laundry is all washed, dried, folded, hung up, put away, done. So I won't touch the hamper if I'm not in the mood, because, you know, there's days when I'm not in the mood. I want to go shopping. I want to go thrifting. I'm feeling the itch to thrift today too, you guys. So I'm thinking I want to film a thrift with me and then see how I styled that video. So I'm really feeling it today. It's only 8:45 in the morning that I'm doing this voiceover, so my house is clean and I think I'm going to shower and get ready. Tomorrow I go watch the kids. There's a big birthday party happening. One of my grandsons turns 11 and my son turns 31, my baby. I don't know what happened. But anyways, their birthday party is this weekend, so I have to go shopping for them. I still have not shopped for them. And I need to go thrifting because I'm feeling it. And anytime I feel it, I always feel like I find good stuff. But anyways, and then on Friday, tomorrow, I'm going to be watching the kids and go clean the house for my daughter-in-law and help her out because she's got to be exhausted. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope I motivated you all to get your house clean, and I hope we got you up and moving. I appreciate you guys so much for staying till the end. Enjoy these after shots of my very fresh, clean home, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!